While most of the boys in his class have a digital monster, a device for raising monsters and battling with friends, Kamon Kentaro is not interested in Digimon at all. He prefers fighting high school boys with his fists, especially when someone angers him by doing something that gets on his nerves, like throwing a cigarette butt on the ground. His school peer Abe Makoto is even afraid of him. Abe is really passionate about Digimon, raising his Greymon Hard Armor 3 properly and according to his plans, hoping he might soon evolve into a Metal Greymon. Abe is the strongest tamer in his class and he never lost a battle. But Kamon's disinterest in Digimon is tickling Abe's curiosity nerve, so he takes on a new challenge to get Kamon into Digimon. This is the story of Kamon Digimon, the Capering Monster Ban, the first manga featuring Digimon. Like many kids who are not allowed to have a real pet, Abe Makoto's world revolves around his virtual pet Digimon. He doesn't understand how someone can be so indifferent to these super cool creatures like his schoolmate Kamon. His friends tell Abe they think Kamon doesn't just hate Digimon, he hates animals as well, and they think he was the one who let out the rabbits and chickens from the school animal pen, and he pushes away any cat that comes near him. Kamon is wearing a black armband, which the boys think hides a dog bite, the reason why he hates animals. But Abe is not a quitter, he is determined to learn why Kamon is this way. He keeps pestering Kamon to tell him why he doesn't like Digimon. He offers to give Kamon one of his Digimon that died, so Kamon can raise him from the egg and see for himself how cool it is to raise a Digimon. But this makes Kamon even more angry. He tells Abe that he is a terrible master who only loves his Digimon while they serve him a purpose, and when they die he tosses them to someone else. But Abe claims this is not true. He never forgets the Digimon he raised, but that's the circle of life. When someone dies, you can't bring them back to life, but you can't treasure new things that come into your life. Kamon doesn't have a good comeback for this argument, so he just leaves. As Kamon paces quickly back home from school, he hears a weird clock-like beeping sound. He reaches for his pocket and finds a digital monster device. Abe, who followed him from school, jumps out and starts screaming how God must have put that Digimon in Kamon's pocket to help him get over his hatred for animals. Abe invites Kamon to his house to show him something cool, his 3D virtual monitor, a machine made by Abe's brother, who is a student of electronics. The machine turns the Digimon from the connected digital monster into 3D models. As they connect Kamon's newly obtained device, a small adorable creature appears. He immediately jumps on Kamon, recognizing him as his tamer, but Kamon feels like this creature looks familiar. The next day, Kamon heads back to school, determined to make Abe take back the digital monster, but there is a big trailer parked by the school with Yosaki Electronics written on it. Kamon and other boys he meets in front of the school enter the trailer to check it out. Inside they find Abe and a suspicious-looking character who had just defeated Abe's Digimon for the first time on a machine he calls the 3D Colosseum. The machine enables tamers to fight with 3D versions of their Digimon instead of connecting their VPET devices. The boy who defeated Abe is called Yosaki Shinichiro, and he is the heir to the Yosaki Electronic Engineering Institute. He is the one behind the rumor that spread among the boys at school about a rich kid who organizes these so-called death battles, where if you lose or decline a challenge, your entire Digimon deck gets destroyed. Yosaki has a Deathmon, a Digimon he created from the data of every Digimon he defeated so far. The reason he came to Kamon's school is because he heard that's where he can find the boy who has the strongest Digimon in his region. And Yosaki takes his research seriously. He knows Abe is not allowed to have pets and treats his Digimon as the next best thing, even keeping a diary on his progress. But now Yosaki wants to write the last page of that diary with death as he crushes Abe's Digimon dock. Kamon is appalled and angry beyond words. He can't believe Yosaki just did that to Abe, who dedicated all his free time to raising his Digimon. But Yosaki doesn't look at this process as raising or having a human-pet kind of relationship. His goal with Digimon is to create the most powerful monster, so he can be better than everyone else. It's all just a game for him. But Kamon says that losing a game should make people angry, not sad, and any game that does that is no game at all. Yosaki thinks only someone weak would say that, and challenges Kamon to a death battle. Much to his schoolmates' surprise, Kamon accepts the challenge. The battle is set to take place in 10 days at the Yosaki Institute. But after his anger cools down, Kamon realizes he doesn't have what it takes to raise his Digimon and defeat a Deathmon, but the damage has already been done. He has to do what he can, and his Digimon seems motivated by his words, making Kamon and Abe wonder whether Digimon maybe understand humans. Kamon decides to name his Digimon Ban, and his training begins with Abe's help. They use the 3D virtual monitor to materialize Ban and come up with a raising plan. But even after several days of training and sticking to the plan, Ban doesn't even reach the adult stage. He's still the same adorable Digimon who only looks cute, wags his tail, and doesn't exude any faith he can defeat anyone in a death battle. Soon enough, Kamon drops Abe's plan and just goes with his instincts in training Ban. To Abe and the other boys, Kamon's training with Ban looks like just having fun with no plan at all. The day of the battle finally arrives with no evolution of Ban, who was welcomed to the institute by Yosaki with laughter and mockery, calling Ban a badmon, a 1 in 100,000 phenomenon of a Digimon who can't evolve at all, a defect. But Kamon doesn't think his Digimon is defective, he thinks Ban is great. Yosaki reveals his improved Deathmon, a convertible Digimon who can turn into any Digimon he has defeated so far. So Deathmon turns into Death Airgemon, Death Devimon, Death Tyrannomon, and finally the ultimate monster Death Metal Greymon, built from Abe's Greymon data. As expected, Ban gets tossed around by Death Metal Greymon like a cat playing with a mouse, without even using a special attack. As Yosaki's Digimon changes form again into Death Meramon, he reveals Kamon's secret past to other boys. When Kamon was little, there was a fire in which his dog Ban died. The fire was caused by someone who tossed a lit cigarette butt. That's why Kamon gets into fights with older boys who toss cigarette butts and avoids contact with animals. Yosaki's cruelty has no limits, as he changes his Digimon's shape to Death Meramon to burn Ban to death, just like Kamon's stupid dog who could only wag his tail. But Kamon says Ban doesn't just share the name with his dog, but also his courage. He reveals the scar hidden by his armband and says his dog was a smart hero who saved him from the fire by dragging him out by his arm. Kamon gives Ban words of encouragement, telling him he might be small, but he's a battle monster who can put out Death Meramon's flames. With his spinning tail cyclone, Ban creates a tornado that blows away the flames of death and wins the battle, shocking everyone present. Abe realizes that not every Digimon can be trained the same way, and sometimes instinct should take priority over strategy. Since winning the battle, Kamon has become more involved with Digimon and keeps battling his friends. The fact that Ban never wins doesn't matter at all. How do you like the story of Come On Digimon, and what is your favorite Digimon manga? Tell me in the comments below. If you want to support me, you can do so on Patreon or the Buy Me Coffee website, the links are in the description below. Thank you for watching, stay tuned for more Digimon videos. P.S. Make sure to follow my community page on YouTube, as I also post updates about upcoming videos there.